Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to JFD Traders Tea Time with me, Darius Anucauskas. Today's the 4th of September. Oh, sorry, March. There we go. Where's my mind? Today's the 4th of March 2021. So, yep, welcome everyone, guys. Welcome to this Thursday's afternoon session where we're going to have a very quick look at the markets, a few of the charts, the usual stuff. But before we do that, as always, let's quickly have a read through our risk disclaimer. So, the content we produce does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation, should not be considered as such, and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. As always, I'll give you a few seconds to read the rest and we can continue. Okay, so now then, also just before we jump into the charts, quick mentioning of our JFD YouTube channel, to which you can always subscribe to in order not to miss any of our upcoming videos, and of course our JFD Bank website, and specifically our JFD research page, which we also update on a daily basis. So yep, feel free to visit us here on jfdbank.com and click on the research tab right there on the top. So now then, guys, jumping into the charts, the first one I want to pick up here is German index DAX, and today we have a bit of a roller coaster ride here on the German index here. So basically it was pushing up and down, jumping up and down here, but eventually now it's trying to get back above this downside line taken from the high of the 8th of February. So long story short, guys, for now we're gonna just keep an eye on this one, and we would like to see where this daily candle is gonna end up being today in relation to this downside line. If it closes above this downside line and above this 14,050 territory, then yes, we could go maybe for some higher levels. But if it fails to do so, then I'm not saying that this is where we will reverse to the downside, but a drop below the 21-day EMA could kind of do that trick. Jumping into NASDAQ 100, so I talked about this one yesterday, and look at this move here, guys. So basically we have managed to break and close below the 12,758 territory right here, this one, right, this so-called neckline here. Now the right shoulder didn't really go far, and yep, we started breaking this this area right here, and now the big question here is, can we see a further move lower? Now looking at the cash index and where we are currently sitting at, we'll see that the price is trying to get back on track here, and it's trying to kind of climb higher. However, it still remains below this 12,758 zone. It's currently not far from the yesterday's close, so we'll see how today's trading session is going to go ahead. If we manage to climb back above this 12,758 territory, then yes, we will go maybe for a bit of a corrective move here to the upside, initially aiming for the 13,090 zone or the eventually this 13,300 territory. But of course, let's not get ahead of ourselves here, and first let's keep an eye on this this neckline here. If it continues to provide resistance, then yep, another slide here could be possible, and then my next target, of course, is the 12,474 zone, or the lowest point here of December December 2020, and that's near the 12,226. And then we will take it from there, guys. So for now, long story short, it is a little bit on the bearish side, but can we remain below the 12,758 zone? Well, we'll just have to see it today. DXY, dollar index, so pumping higher and pushing above this 91.05 territory, so all good here in the bull block. However, the same scenario as on Tuesday, guys. I mean, I'm waiting for the daily candle to stay above this area. If we stay above this 91.05 area, then yes, we'll go for some higher levels. But if we're just going to get another false breakout, well, I mean, maybe the bulls are not really willing to kind of take control here, and yep, the bears could join in. However, for me, probably to look at slightly lower areas. Now, previously I talked about this 89.96, but in order not to miss out here on a bit of trading, then I will probably look at this little area right here, and yep, that's the low of yesterday, the current lowest point of this week, near the 90.63 territory right here, which also coincides with the 21-day EMA, and then we will take it from there. So for now, like I said, I'm leaning a little bit more towards the upside, but only if the index remains here above this 91.05 territory. Jumping into silver very quickly. So silver is well, it was on a decline. However, you can see that the bulls jumped in after we've tested this upside line here. This one drawn from the low of the 18th of March. And yeah, now the big question here is, can we see a nice reversal here and a push back up? Now, to be a little bit more on the safe side, what I would prefer to here, in order to, let's say, consider higher levels, I would need to see a push back above the 27.07 territory right here, and then go for the upside, because at the same time we would see the price kind of staying above the 21-day EMA, and maybe more buyers could join in here. But all this area right here will be somewhat of a neutral one for me, because again, it would be a little bit tricky, because it could travel back up. It could move back above this upside line here, drawn from the low the 30th of November, but fail, for example, to move above the 21-day EMA or this 27.07 level. And then, yes, we could see another slide. So that's why all this area for me will be a little bit on the neutral side. For the downside, well, what I would like to see now, and this is where I will adjust one of my levels, I would like to see the break below the current lowest point of today, near the 25.62 zone, because at the same time we would be placed below this medium-term upside line, below the 100-day EMA here shown as the green line, and yep, this could open the door towards lower areas. So keep your eyes on that one. XRP USD, so still struggling with that 21-day EMA, struggling to get back above it. So for now, this 21-day EMA is doing its job and acting as a nice area of resistance. If it continues to do so, then of course, yes, another slide here could be possible. We could then see a drop towards the 100-day EMA here shown as the green line, or even going further towards the 200-day EMA near the 0.3696 territory. But of course, we'll pick up on that if we do see that stronger reversal to the downside. For now, we're just flirting with the 21-day EMA, and if we get above the 21-day EMA and push above the 0.48 territory, that's where I'll go for a bit of a larger correction to the upside. So keep your eyes on that one. AUDJPY pushing nicely above this 83.43 territory. I spoke about this pair recently, and basically what I said to you guys that yes, we could see some higher levels being met if we get a push above the this 83.43 territory, but again, I will stick to the same idea. I would like to see that daily candle remaining above this area, because again, if it just gives us another false breakout, then of course this kind of just increases the chances for a possible larger correction to the downside. But if it stays above this 83.43 zone, then, well, maybe we could just start aiming for the upside here for the highest point of February near the 84.95. Now, US dollar against the Russian ruble. Now, I do like to look at these interesting pairs sometimes, because they do sometimes present themselves with nice opportunities. So in this situation here, we can see that the pair is kind of stuck between the two lines, the medium-term downside resistance line drawn from the high of the 2nd of November, and the short-term upside support line drawn from the low the 17th of December. Now, in order to go for lower areas, of course, a break of this upside line is required. Then, of course, I'm going to keep an eye on the lowest point of February near the 73.15 zone. But after that, we do have the next little obstacle, which is very close, and that's the 72.65. But if that gets broken, now this of course will confirm a forthcoming lower low, and well, I mean, larger extensions to the downside could be possible. So keep that in mind. But of course, in terms of the upside, in order to go for higher levels, well, a break of the downside line and a push above the 75.07 level here, marked by the high of the 22nd of February, would be needed. This way, yep, higher levels here could be met. But again, let's wait for that violation of one of these lines before kind of examining the next short-term directional move. GBPCHF, GBPCHF is just on fire. I mean, if we thought that maybe we could have this a bit of a nice, well, this correction could go maybe for a bit more to the downside. As you can see, this pair is just unstoppable. I mean, it just continues to rally, and well, now we are near last week's high, which is near the 1.2840. Let me just quickly zoom in here a little bit, near the 1.2897 territory. So we're currently balancing here. Again, will we go higher? Well, we'll just have to wait and see, guys. But again, I don't want to rush into anything here yet, because if, let's say, the pair struggles to overcome this area, or should I say, let's say, even if it overshoots here, but the daily candle fails to remain above this hurdle, then maybe we'll just could see a start of a possible double top pattern. But again, that's too early, because we cannot really kind of get comfortable with that idea until we see a rejection from this area, from this 1.2897, or let's say the 1.29 zone. And if we do see that, then yes, a move back down here could be possible. For now, we're just keeping an eye on this one, and we want to see if it can push further north. And finally, EURUSD. So looking at this pair, you can see that it is trying to do something with this 100-day EMA, with this 1.2023 zone, but so far this area, all this area is providing decent support. Now, if we do get a break below this, and we do see that daily candle remaining below it, then yes, we'll go for the downside. However, for now, it's a little bit of a tricky one here, and I'm not really rushing into anything. I'll probably take a bit of a neutral stand on this one, but I'm keeping a close eye on this 100-day EMA. So let's see if we can see. Let's see if we can get a further push lower here. If we cannot, then all eyes are on this 1.2113 territory. So guys, I hope you found it useful. Thank you very much for watching and listening. This was just a quick overview here of some of the instruments. So yeah, if you want to catch my video tomorrow morning, as always, my Trader's Espresso, that's 7 o'clock GMT time. For now, have a wonderful evening, stay safe, and I'll see you later. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.